Titans fought for 50 years till both were left to bleed. Byzantium and Persia spent, broken by their greed. Bankrupt crowns and empty fields, the weary borders shake. They never saw the sudden wind the southern deserts make. Out of Arabia's burning sands, a unified decree. The Rashidun are marching fast toward the inland sea, and Khalid, al-Walid stands beneath the blazing sky to catch the ancient superpowers right as they would die. And the dust is rising over Yarmouk's rugged winding bed, where the legions of Heraclius counted up their dead. Farewell, my lovely Syria, the Roman emperor cried, as 700 years of Caesar washed away upon the tide. Stone behind the heavy gates, Sophronius looks from the wall, resigning to the fate. No reinforcements on the road, no Roman banners fly. I'll yield the keys to one alone beneath this eastern sky. Khalid rides apace, no golden crown to wear. He walks a dusty camel down to answer to the prayer. Treaty signed in dignity, a pledge of peace and grace to guard the peoples of the book within the sacred space. So the conquerors come and the conquerors go. They bleed on the valleys where the thistles grow. They rewrite the names and they fly a new flag from the crest of the hill to the desert-worn crag. But the dust of the bedrock remains just the same, an endless procession that fights for a in a day. The exile of the Jewish sons is finally turned away. 70 families from the hills travel down to claim a home, no longer running from the wrath and iron boots of Rome. And Duma looks upon the mount defiled by Roman spite, and down upon his hands and knees he helps to clear the sight. The rubbish of the centuries is lifted from the stone where Abraham once raised his hand. A newer seed is sown. Persians look south. Put a song in the valley, put a word in the mouth. Abdel-Malik has ordered the timbers and stone to build up a shrine where the temple was torn. A crown made of gold on the old temple height, the dome of the rock gleaming bright in the night, and Alexa's raised where the worshippers kneel. As the faith of the desert is hammered in steel, raise the golden cup to heaven, see the skyline rearrange. As the language of the desert brings a permanent sea change, the crossroads of the ancient world are painted in the light of a massive empire rising to its architectural the map keeps on spinning, the dynasties falls. The center moves east to the Babylonian wall. The Abbasids are dreaming in Baghdad so grand, while the earthquakes and taxmen are draining the land. The walls of Al-Aqsa are shattered and thrown by the shaking of mountains and splitting of stone. The provincial frontier is forgotten, ignored, as the money flies east to the Caliphate's lord. Oh, the conquerors come and the conquerors go. They bleed on the valleys where the thistles grow. They rewrite the names and they fly a new flag from the crest of the hill to the desert-worn crag. But the dust of the bedrock remains just the same, an endless procession that fights for a name. The banners of Cairo advance, and the Fatimid caliphs take hold of the chance. But Al-Hakim is rising with fire in his eyes to break every treaty beneath the blue skies. Tear down the basilicas, shatter the stone. The holy sepulchre is leveled and blown. The tolerance fractured, the panic spreads wide as the ghosts of all conflicts awaken inside. The Seljuks of the eastern steppes are riding into view, with arrows on the string and the old worlds to subdue. They lock up the pathways, they block up the road. The tolerance breaks from the ultimate load. No pilgrim can walk to the shrines of the past. The peace of the Arab conquest is shattered at last. So the the thistles grow. They rewrite the names and they fly a new flag from the crest of the hill to the desert-worn crag. But the dust of the bedrock remains just the same, an endless procession that fights for a name. Hear the iron of Europe begin to awaken. A new storm is coming to battle the coast. The walls of the city are bound to be shaken by the red cross shield of a crusader host. The centuries of the caliphs are bleeding into gray as the era of the knights is preparing for its day.